make a move in the ring. You can hit me with a word you fling.
What's up, everybody? This is Tom Taylor with South China Morning Post, joined today by Leon Edwards, one of the best welterweights in the world. Leon, how you doing, man?
I'm very good, brother. Just finished training, so just got back in the house, so it's all good. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. How's the training going? You healthy?
Yeah, so good. Been just this week getting back into it. Could have kind of opening gyms a little bit this week, so yeah, so just starting off this week really. So it's all good.
Fantastic. Well, Leon, I'm not sure you heard there was a big welterweight fight this past weekend. I'm wondering, I mean, obviously you watched it. I'm wondering what you thought of Jorge Masvidal's short notice performance in that fight and what you thought of Kamaru Usman's title defense, which was not particularly popular among fans, perhaps.
I thought what happened was going to happen. You know what I mean? I never thought George was like a championship level fighter in the first place. I knew you said he took it on short notice, but I knew he'd been training all the way through, right? Because he was meant to fight anyway in July 11th. And once he couldn't get a deal done, I knew he was still training the wrestlers and he was posting on social media. So I thought he had a decent camp. And what happened in the fight, I thought it was going to happen because Usman is a bigger, stronger guy. He's more well-rounded. He's been more active. And so I knew that was going to happen. I thought George only had a puncher's chance of winning, and that was taken away from him after the first round. So,
I'm guessing you've seen the reports that UFC 251 did huge pay-per-view numbers, the biggest since UFC 229, which was, of course, Conor and Khabib. A lot of that's being attributed to Jorge Masvidal. Do you believe? I mean, are you buying that? Do you see him as the driver for the success of that pay-per-view? Do you see him as a big star?
I think they both played a part, right? I think they 100% both played a part. You could argue that since he went onto the card, it did go up. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Probably. Yeah, probably.
Awesome. You were very quick to get onto social media after that fight was over. Campaigning for the next crack at Usman. Of course, there was somebody else calling for the exact same thing, that being Gilbert Burns, of course.
Yeah.
For the people that missed that exchange that you two had, or, just for the sake of expanding on it, why do you feel like you deserve the opportunity to fight for the title before Gilbert Burns does?
I have my work speak for itself. I'm on the most wins in division compared to the champion. Gilbert came to the division 4 fights ago. After being knocked out at lightweight, you know what I mean? So I don't see how you get knocked out at lightweight, coming, beating his biggest wins at welterweight is Demian Maia, which is 47, 46 years old. A Woodley that couldn't be asked to fight, you know what I mean? So I truly believe I have done everything there is to do to deserve a title shot, and I should be the next in line. I think Gilbert should fight one more fight and then fight for the title.
You were supposed to fight Tyron Woodley in London in March. Obviously, that whole card fell apart, and Gilbert ended up fighting Woodley in Vegas a month or two later. Do you feel like that was kind of your fight and your opportunity, and just a series of sort of unlucky breaks led to Gilbert getting the opportunity to assert himself as the top contender? That should have been your opportunity all along.
Yeah, 100%. Like you said, I went to headline London with Tyron Woodley. So from watching the fight, watching what Gilbert did to him, I knew I would have done worse, and I would have stopped him. You know what I mean? I knew that going into the fight, and that's the reason why I was calling him out. And so when the fight got made, and I was excited, training for it, excited, and got taken away from me. It was devastating. You know what I mean? And to see Gilbert go out there and did what he did to Woodley, just confirmed what I already knew, that I would have destroyed him in there, and especially in my home country. You know what I mean? So. I believe is only the situations reason why Gilbert is even in conversation to fight for the title.
Assuming things go your way and you beat Gilbert Burns in that race to get the title shot, how do you see things going in a potential fight with Kamaru Usman? Obviously, you fought him once before, it didn't go your way, but you've both changed so much since then. I mean, how do you see things going the second time around in a fight with him?
It'd be a total different fight, right? Because when the first time fought me, you can't do like the same like did to Masvidal. Really, it's like a wrestling match. Really, it didn't hurt me one bit, and just like having me against the cage. But it'd be a totally different fight. When I first fought him, I went to AKA in San Jose, and my whole camp was concerned around like defending the wrestling, defending not like what I need to do to win the fight, and just coming back to the UK and believing in my team and working hard in my team. I've now got 8 wins in a row, and I haven't came close to losing since. You know what I mean? So I truly believe that I've got everything I need now to go out there and to defeat him.
Mm-hmm. You mentioned Usman's wrestling. That was on full display in the fight with Masvidal. You know, we didn't see a ton of takedowns, but just a ton of control time against the cage. Yeah. That's obviously his biggest skill, and he's capable of doing that to a lot of people. I mean, what have you done since that first fight that really makes you confident you can contend with that grappling skill that he has?
I've fought many guys that's wrestlers, jiu-jitsu players, and I've not been taken down. I've not been out wrestled. I've not been, you know what I mean? So I truly believe I got everything. Especially jiu-jitsu, I'm way better jiu-jitsu practitioner than him, you know what I mean? So I've done many things to change my game up, to adjust my style to beat wrestlers, and I'm understanding the wrestling more and more. And so I've got everything I need to go out there and beat him. His shots are the same. His takedowns are the same that he does in each fight. You know what I mean? So there's not much difference. It does the basics well. It does the basic good. That's all it does. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. There's nothing spectacular. It just does the basic very good, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. Now, assuming things don't shake out the way you want, and the title shot goes to Gilbert Burns, safe to say you wouldn't be willing to fight somebody else, perhaps Jorge Masvidal?
Yeah, 100%. I prefer that fight over Gilbert either way. You know what I mean? So let's say I know Usman's saying he wants to fight someone else, right? He's saying he wants to like have a little time out with his daughter and chill for a bit. And if they come to me and say, Gilbert or Masvidal, I prefer Masvidal for what happened in London backstage. And we've got like genuine beef between us. You know what I mean? And that'd be a bigger fight. That'd be a more entertaining fight. So probably Masvidal if I had to choose between them two. But number one is title shot.
Right. Well, you mentioned that history you have with Masvidal. There was that incident in London. I mean, first off, how tired of you are like of hearing about that 3-piece in the soda? That must just be so old for you now.
Yeah, it's just laughable now. You know what I mean? It's just like it is what it is. When we fight, we'll settle it. You know what I mean? And that's it. When I see him, we'll settle it. And it is what it is. Yeah.
You are a real sportsman yourself, a classy guy. But there is some real lingering bad blood between you two, correct?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. That would never go away until I get my hands on him. You know what I mean? So I need to get my hands on him for even consider that would never, even after it wouldn't go away. You know what I mean? It's just genuine. I just don't like the guy. You know what I mean? He don't like me, and that's it.
How do you see a fight with him going?
I truly believe I'll stop him. He's nothing special. I knew that before he got beat by Usman. You know what I mean? Before Ben was shit. Next he has a journeyman, then he beat Darren Till. And that's the only good win is Darren Till. You know what I mean? Everyone else is average fighters that he's beating and got this mad hype around him. But I truly believe I'll smoke him.
Right. And you mentioned that you'd be willing to fight Masvidal or perhaps Gilbert Burns for that number one contender spot. How about Colby Covington? Is that still a fight that interests you, or is he just kind of not an option anymore for you?
No, not really. Not at the moment, not really. I think them two, I don't think beating Colby will get me a title shot, right? I think beating Masvidal get me a title shot. I think beating Gilbert will get me a title shot. So just tell me who I got to beat and when, where, and I'll always show up. You know what I mean? I haven't now for over a year and this month. So just tell me who I got to beat, when I got to beat it. Just give him my title shot, and that's all I really care about.
Sticking to the topic of Colby for just one more second, he's obviously been quite outspoken that he deserves a rematch with Usman. He also seems like he's gotten quite choosy. You know, he's really picky with the fights that he's willing to accept right now. Do you feel like a guy who just was finished in a title fight is in any position to be picky?
Got knocked out for a title fight. I just don't understand his mentality. He got knocked out in the title fight, like literally like one fight ago, and then he ran out the ring. I was actually there for the fight, right? He ran out the ring. Then now it's like privilege, right? It was like it's mine, which is not. He just got beat, like stopped. If it was a close fight, I could like understand the argument, but he just got like basically battered. He got knocked out by a wrestler. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
right.
I don't understand your point.
Right. And then circling back to Gilbert Burns, if that is the fight that is offered to you, of course you'd take it. How do you see yourself matching up with him? He's obviously got a ton of power, but he's got that jiu-jitsu as well. Very dangerous, well-rounded guy. How do you think you match up with him?
Very well, same as I. He's another like blown up like welterweight, right? Saying Masvidal with scrappy hands. He looks good because he's aggressive, right? But technically, he's not. He's just average fighter. He's just scrappy with it, and it looks entertaining because he's scrappy. But technically, I believe he will walk into shots all night, and I'll stop him.
Awesome. Now, whoever you end up fighting next, there's obviously the travel issue. I mean, these are crazy times, and it's not easy to move around internationally for anybody. That's kind of why Dana White did this whole Fight Island thing. But now that, Fight Island's kind of underway and wrapping up, really, there's only 3 more events left there. Do you feel like you may have sort of missed your chance to fight soon? Being an international fighter, it might be hard for you to get to Las Vegas.
I heard that they're going back into Abu Dhabi in September.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, that's what I'm hearing. So that'll be good to go on that card, to headline that card. You know what I mean? So, 100% not. I know. I feel we can fly to the States now, I think. In the next few weeks, we'll be able to fly to the States. And I know the UFC said they'd be able to work something out to get us to either fly private or whatever to get to the States. You know what I mean? So I'm sure there's a way around it to get the fight that I want.
Mm-hmm. And just for the sake of clarification, you're fully healthy right now. Your weight's good. You could take it to fight fairly soon if the offer came.
I am healthy. I'm good. My weight's a bit high, so I probably need a few weeks to get my weight down. But apart from that, I am healthy. I am fit. I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to go.
Do short notice opportunities interest you at all, or are you kind of looking for big opportunities that you can really prepare for right now?
Not for a title fight. For a title fight, I'd like to give myself the camp to do it. I wouldn't like to fight on a week's notice or 2 weeks' notice, which Masvidal was already prepared for Usman before, like I said. So for him, it was easier. For me, I haven't been prepared for Usman. You know what I mean? So for a title fight, I like a longer proper camp. But outside that, I'll be fit to go, whoever.
It's been close to a year, I guess, since your last fight at this point. You must be just itching to get back in there, right?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Like I said, it's been over a year now since the last fought. So I'm young, I'm healthy, I'm fit. So I'm ready to go. What's
that like for you as a young, healthy fighter in his prime to just miss out on so much of your career just because of the way things have happened?
It's annoying. It's very annoying, but it's out of control, right? Because the virus came and hit everyone and nothing I could do about it. Literally, my fight canceled like a week before. I meant to fight on the Saturday after my fight canceled. So it's frustrating, but there's not much I could do about it. The virus came, shut the world down, and it was out of control. So it is what it is.
And how good is it going to feel to finally get back in there whenever it happens, when you're finally back in the cage?
Yeah, I can't wait, man. I can't wait. I'm going to prove all these naysayers wrong, right? I'm going to go out there, just smash through to give them an X and just prove to the world that you shouldn't even consider these guys for a title shot. It should be only me being mentioned for a title shot. You know what I mean? So I cannot wait to go out there and prove to the world.
Awesome. Last question for you before I let you go. You mentioned the title shot. You're obviously a guy who's connected to title shots a lot these days. You've had a really long journey, though. Crazy win streak, a lot of shakeups, a lot of time. How good is it going to feel to finally sign that contract for a title fight?
It was like a dream come true, right? For me, for my team, for my friends, for my family, and just all the hard work we were putting over the years, and the road we have took to get to the title shot, even worth even more. Happy to do it. You know what I mean? So I cannot wait, and it will happen. And I know just trying to delay it, but I will be a world champion.
Cool. You think 2020, 2021? What's a realistic time frame for you?
If I get to fight in September, let's say I fight the number one contender in September, George or Gilbert, then I feel end of the year Usman should be ready. So I feel 2020, early 2021 probably, but 2020 will be perfect for me.
Fantastic. Well, as I said, that's all I have for you, Leon. I really appreciate the time. I hope you get your title shot soon, and best of luck in training.
Bye.
Hey guys, Sasha Platnikoff here, letting you know to tune in to SCMP post-fight for all your weekly martial arts news.